Hey gamers, it's Wintermute here from Grind This Game. Back with Oxygen Not Included, the automation upgrade, which comes out tomorrow, I think, according to the forums. Now, in the last episode, I set up these polymer presses and got some plastic going. And off camera, I used some of that plastic to go around and upgrade some of the ladders that they use a lot. And this main area here, I made plastic tile, which has a faster run speed. If you look at the regular tile, it has a run speed bonus of 25%, but plastic has a run speed bonus of 50%. And so does metal tile, but I haven't used any of those yet. And I installed a fire pole here. And they go down really fast. As you just saw that guy right there. Maybe we'll get someone to go down in slow motion. Let's send Meep down this fire pole. I made one that goes all the way down here. So let's tell Meep to go. Meep, you can move here. See if we can see him go down. There he goes. Woo! And that's on the slowest speed. So pretty useful for getting dupes around the base. They kind of spaz out though when they're idle. It's kind of funny to watch them. I also put some statues in here. Help with the decor. It's a little bit better here. It's crazy right here. I'll probably put statues on the other side here. I'm just draining this little area here of polluted water. I should actually move this pump down. I'm trying to drain all these little pools. Since we have a lot of idle dupes, I figured I'd just get them to move polluted water around. It'll make them get better skills as well. So put that there. I'll get this one as well. So we are actually running out of polluted water up here. We're using it faster than we're making it. And I could turn off some of these fertilizer makers. Now I used the traps and the creature relocator to get a bunch of hatches in here. So they're just in there eating all the fertilizer as it's produced. I think they've worked their way through most of it. There's a few bits in here. 7 tons here. So we'll have a good amount of coal. We started off with about 130 tons, and now we're at almost 200 tons. I'm not sure if I mentioned this thermoregulator here. The CO2 that I was sending to my grow room was a bit too hot. Oh wow, it's coming in at 90 degrees. Okay, never mind. I thought I saw 90 degrees. So CO2 is coming in at 26 and then getting cooled down to 12. So that's a good temperature for our grow room, which is staying nice and cold at around 20 degrees. And I turned the portal back on, printing pod. Oh, diver's lungs and buff. Okay, this is good. And we got a lot of plastic now, 17 tons of plastic. I wish you could just upgrade these ladders, but you can't. You have to destroy them and rebuild them. And it's easy for the dupes to get stuck. So what I end up doing is deleting every other one. Like this. Kind of a slow process, and then I replace them and then I do the other ones. Oh, that didn't work out very well. I guess I destroyed them all. Now there's a bunch of them stuck down there. Well, they can climb the pole though. That's funny. It looks kind of ridiculous, but they can climb it. Now as I get plastic, I'll probably go and replace a lot of the floors and ladders throughout the base. Just speeds them up. And in the last episode we found this thing over here. They've renamed it again. It was originally called the giant heatsink, and then it was like the hydrogen crystal something or other, and now it's the Anti Entropy Thermo-Nullifier. Still a mouthful. So this thing needs hydrogen, and I've built a pipe, abyssalite pipe, all the way along here, took a lot of abyssalite, but they did it over the last few cycles. Oh, I still need a bridge here. Probably doesn't need to be abyssalite, but I find it's better just to prepare. And we could probably disconnect this here. So that packet's around 700 grams, and this thing uses 10 grams a second. So it's just going to cool down this area here, which is already pretty darn cool. So this thing is at negative 24.5. Let's see how cool it gets with this hydrogen that's coming. There it goes. So it's got a bunch of hydrogen in it. It's burning through it. Oh, this thing's getting cold fast. Now what we really should do is fill up a room with hydrogen, and then we can use that hydrogen to cool any places that we want. Oh, things are starting to freeze in here. Too cold. Why is it too cold already? Oh, I think they've changed the way it works. Maybe. Too cold. Let's disable it for now until we're ready to use it. So let's make a hydrogen room for it. Got abyssalite down here already. So we'll let them build all that and I'll come back. So they're all done kind of digging this out. It's almost sealed. Okay, let's just seal up this room. Abyssalite. Fill this room with hydrogen. Let's use an airlock. Maybe a couple of them. Okay, let's fill this room. With hydrogen. Now this thing used to go down to 173 degrees, but I think they might have changed it to be just minus 60. We'll find out pretty soon here. There goes the hydrogen. Now let's turn this thing on. Now it actually consumes the hydrogen, destroys it. Fancy. I guess we'll just let this get pressurized and cool down and see how it looks in a few cycles. I really have no use for this cooling yet, but one crazy thing I could do is rebuild our entire power plant here and cool it with this. Not really necessary though. Okay, I put a pump here just to clear out this polluted water. Slowly work our way through these little sections of polluted water. And let's see how this thing's doing. Hydrogen minus 35. It's going pretty well. It's actually cooling down this area, I think. Now there's a geyser here we could use. And there's a secret room here. Could probably get into. Go this way. Then we can explore up this way, clear out this unknown bits. So I built a little water area here because I wanted to use the space that I had down here. I want to use this space for more petroleum because this thing is full now. So I'll probably build a insulated room here once this water's gone. But it might take them a while to pump this all out manually. One thing I do want to try is to trap a puft. Can probably actually try it right here. Now we don't really want him in the base. That would be bad. But under food, there's this aerial creature lure. Try to build one of those. And then you set it with bait. And I think puffs are going to like slime. I'm not quite sure, but let's try that. Maybe he doesn't like slime. Oh, phosphorite will attract shine bugs. Slime will attract puffs. Okay. Doesn't seem to be working. Okay, that's not working. Or maybe they just fly close to it. Maybe that's it. Guess we'll just seal him back in. Stinky. Let's give Stinky a nice bed here. And Ari. Putting in all comfy beds, slowly but surely. And plastic tiles as well. So they can run along really quickly. I made another mess hall here. I'm going to put some tungsten tiles along here to see if the coolness kind of transfers along. I'm going to use tungsten because it has a high thermal conductivity. It's down to about -40 in here now. Well, in some areas. Slowly cooling down. Just want to see if it cools down this area really quickly. Let's see what we got. Oh, deep diver's lungs. Wow. And then he falls asleep. Dig through here. Put some abyssalite down here. We'll go under. And over. And we'll want to pump in there. We'll eventually want to use this. We just stick the pump here. Okay, our second water geyser is done. Oh yeah, I gotta seal this up. Okay, I'm gonna make a little hole here to expedite this process. Get that water out of there. And then build a giant petroleum vessel here. There goes that water. I'll come back once this is all built. It's going to take a while. So it took a while, but they got this all dug out. So the outer layer here is abyssalite, and the inner layer is airflow. So abyssalite keeps the temperature inside, and the airflow won't break for this really large tank. So I think it's safe to cut this open. I let in the power. I got the pipe set up. So I think it's safe to break this open. So here goes nothing. Whoa, it's leaking out. Didn't think it would do that. Okay. I think it'll be... Oh, 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 what is it doing? I think it'll be okay. Oh no, that's not good. For now, we'll just seal this up. Till it's done freaking out. Hot petroleum going everywhere. Come on, why won't it flow down? Oh, now he's stuck in there. That's good. That's great. Get out of there, you silly rascal. Okay, where's this petroleum going? Oh, into our oil area. Okay, it's not the end of the world. And we need to hook up that pipe. So let's do that with abyssalite. That should go in here. Deconstruct this. They can't get in there, so that's fine. They should be able to deconstruct this. Maybe they need a ladder. Okay, now we want to seal this room with abyssalite. First we want airflow tile, so this doesn't break. Oh no, we left that pump in there. That's okay. Just disconnect the wire, everything will be okay. It'll probably bother me, but whatever. Let's seal this up so that heat doesn't escape. There we go. Oh, we got some water in there. Maybe we can catch that water before it causes some issues. Yeah, there we did. We got it. We're up to 13 dupes. Lucky 13. I might just stick with 13 for now. Disable that building. We can turn this pump on. I think the only place that needs pumped water is going to be algae terrariums. I don't think I have any of those around. Could extend our fire pole here. Finish off our decor. Oh yeah, so we had used up all the oil down here. So I dug open this one and this, just to release all the oil around here. And we're almost through it all again. So I want to cool down this area so we can trap those slicksters. Now we're out of wheezeworts. I'm sure I have some somewhere I haven't used. There's one over here I can get. Where else can we go? One here. Oh yeah, how's this room doing? Minus 42. Some people are calling these giant wheezeworts. They're like giant wheezeworts that you can't move. Yay, stinky. Don't really need to do that anymore. Okay, where haven't we gone yet? A little piece up here. Guess we'll save that final exploration for next time. Now we could put our power production along here, but it's staying nice and cool over here, so it's kind of not necessary. There's not a whole lot more to do. I was going to dig out this. Alt-S lets you get into this screenshot mode if you're curious. Lets you zoom way out. And once you're zoomed out, you can do another Alt-S to get the UI back so you can see what you're doing. How's oxygen? Oh, it's a little bit thin in the base here. And that's because we have this valve here. Let's set that really low. That was putting oxygen in this area here, which is totally not necessary. The base is the priority. In fact, I'm going to turn it off completely. What's our power usage like? Looks like we're using around 2 to 2.5 on average. I can't believe how hot this distiller gets. Okay, let's get everyone in a snazzy suit. Okay, everyone's wearing a snazzy suit now. Once Nicola puts his on. Yay! So I think that's going to be it for this episode. I was able to get that, get a few projects done, get the bedrooms upgraded. Got a plastic ladder through the main area now. Lots of decor on the way down here. Got our petroleum room done. And got this cooling thing set up. It's getting mighty cold in there. And eventually we could use this hydrogen to cool down areas. Just piping like granite pipe, for instance, into a hot area and put it in a loop. There's nothing I really need cooled right now though. Everything is pretty good temperature. Could cool this area. It would be a very long pipe to bring down here though. But we could do it. Oh, look at this, makes a face. Sad face. We got our second geyser capped. Don't really have a use for it yet. Now I could take on more dupes, but the game just gets slower and slower, so I'll try to think of some interesting things to do. And love to hear your thoughts. Put anything in a comment in terms of hooking any automation up or some things I could add to the base. So as always, thanks for watching, and we'll see you guys next time.